Nighttime does exist. It's real, it really is. Oh my gosh, how do I work this thing again? Crap, is that a hookshot target? Yeah, it's a hookshot target up its ass, thank you. Okay. Phew, gracious, we made it back, finally! Welcome, adventurer. This is the Sky City of the Uka. Since you came all this way, I guess I can give you a tour of the city. Eek! No, I couldn't have taken you. Oh, goodness, brave adventurer, you won't believe it. There's a dragon raging outside the city walls. Ooh, I'm terribly worried about everyone. I'm gonna go check on that shop for survivors. Upon coming to the city in the sky, it will always become daytime if it previously was not. This is the closest you ever get to, whoa! This is the closest you ever get to being able to change the time at will. And it sucks. If it made it nighttime at will, when all the time sensitive stuff is in this game, then it might actually be useful. But it's not. You don't really have any need to make it daytime anymore, do you? Crap, the wind blew me back into a Deku Baba while I was getting my bearings straight. Okay, all right. Of all the places that I thought were going to get elaborated on in Skyward Sword, you know, this was kind of at the top and it sort of wasn't mentioned at all. You think this would be an ancient Skyloft or something? It's got the ancestors of the Hylians in it. Just thought I'd mention it. There is another cannon here should you ever need to go back down to the surface, so there is a fast travel system in place. Beyond that, we have a treasure chest to grab right here in the starting water. And man, when you go to the sky, you just know the adventure is coming to a close. Seriously, the only thing left to do after going to the sky is either the lava world or the dark version of the starting town. That's how it always goes. So now, we're gonna need to be careful when crossing through this, because the wind blowing... I didn't have to be careful at all. How the heck am I gonna have my powered up spin attack? How the heck am I gonna use my powered up spin attack now that I've already taken damage? Let's just get in here where it's safe. Whoa, it's like some kind of horrific pink Jetsons background. Ugh. They have cannons for sale for, oh my god, they're little Uku and little Uku sized cannons. Sorry, I don't speak genderese. You're Hylian, no? I speak a little Hylian. You understand me? Is there something you're interested in? Oh, baby. Can I? I guess I had an empty bottle? Wait, don't tell me that. Okay, no, I don't think that overrode a fairy. I just really wanted to get my half heart back after all that, and I hope that didn't cost me a good item. Please, no. Oh, no, it didn't. Never mind. I got the lamp oil before, so it was an empty bottle. I'm sorry for earlier, adventurer. Ooh, cool. But you're planning on walking around the city and taking it in, right? I'm worried about the others, and this is an emergency. I just can't stand around waiting. Please take me too. I won't help you warp to the surface, but I will bring you back to this shop anytime. Uku is now with you. Those are reliable Uka friends. Use those with Y, X, or R, and those will warp you to the shop in the city in the sky. I say, we're done. Took me approximately half a second to realize I was walking out of a shop with an empty bottle while playing hard mode. I got a blue potion. What? No! No! I am never going to be able to hang on to full health. Now, I want to tell you, it took me an embarrassingly long time to realize that Iron Boots would save you when the wind picks up speed. I think my first time I played through the entire dungeon without realizing that. There's a treasure chest that I missed right here in the starting water containing a red rupee. All right, okay. Boy, we better hope this is the location of the Mirror Shard and not some other kingdom in the sky, given that this is Zelda and we know that there's sure are a lot of those above the skies of Hyrule. Throw on that. Oh, okay. What I'm gonna do now is put on the bomb and arrow combo. Lots of Baba serpents everywhere. Bomb arrows kill them in one shot, as opposed to having to slash them once to stun them, slash them a second time to sever them from the ground. The wind blows your bomb arrows, or blows your arrows off course. So just keep that in mind, and you should be good. The doors are like some freaky four-eyed monster. And with that image, I welcome you to the city in the sky. We've traveled so far that we're not even in Hyrule anymore. This is an entirely separate civilization from it. This doesn't seem to have any relation to Skyloft, at least that's not what I think that Link and Zelda's children would have ended up looking like. But no, it just is an entirely different place. Like I said, I thought for sure that we were going to get elaboration on it in that way. We see little Uka everywhere. We can use our Gale Boomerang to suck them in from far away. And we can use them to fly through the air. Come on, go off the side, go off the side, go off the side. Can I? Wait, hang on. No, you can't do that. That would sort of eliminate the entire point of having this. Poke. Ah! He went down writhing in agony, but not enough to actually kill him until he hit the ground. He's still falling as we speak. Oh, I am so sadistically dastardly. Use that. Woo, woo, woo. Get him off the wall. And have fun with that. Just using the townspeople / wildlife to get this done. In here, welcome to what I like to think of as the center of the dungeon, and its denizen is the Helmosaurus. This is a Helmosaur that is much more powerful. Its armor is attached to its body, and we can't use the claw shot to get it off. Backslice is your friend. It will always one-shot them no matter what. Awesome. In this place, we got a pathway forward, a pathway to the west, and a pathway to the east. Let's go forward first. There's a whole other tower really far away, and there's some fan blades. Well, those are fan blades. I guess I sort of spoiled that those are fan blades. But yeah, there's a fan right there. There's fan blades. Keep all of this in mind as you traverse the city. Grab you. Back in the main room, grab you, fly across when stepping on a blue tile. Oh man, sucks to be you. Am I gonna save you? Oh no, I can't. Yeah, they can fly, they're fine. They're denizens of the sky. They're sky people. What do you expect? Either they are birds themselves or they trained birds to do their bidding. It's always one way or the other. Whoa. All right, no way forward there. So I go over. I'm so nervous about the wind kicking up. Oh my God, that's a mnemonic device. I didn't know to use the iron boots whenever the wind was kicking up. Rotate this. Sort of furthers my theory of this thing being some kind of ancient key if this civilization had them as well. We rotate the gears enough times and bring out that. I don't think I really need to spin that much, but I like mashing the button all the same. We can't make it back that way, but what we could do is go up this ivy, as there's a hole in the wall taking us back to the main lobby. Get in there. And, oh, we don't even need to use any tools. We can just jump right on down, grab our Uka friend, and go. Here, I'm gonna grab you in increasingly violent ways. Whoops! Didn't like that, did you? Well, I let you live. I am your god, a benevolent one. I'm gonna give you a tip. The bridges in this area are— what? Are you serious? What I was about to say is they are the perfect lane so that you can hold forward and roll and you will never ever get blown off the side. That's seriously what I was gonna tell you. Every time I've gone across one of those bridges, ever, it's always been that way. I've always been fine. I thought it was specifically timed that way. I didn't know that you could get screwed instantly. I thought the wind would always wait a few seconds before picking up when you got to a new area. Well, for the 8th time this video, I've got egg on my face. Let's at least see what's inside of our treasure chest. It's our first of many small keys. Opens a small door, or open the door, but only in this area. I'll be sure to keep that in mind for all the future dungeons that we're going through. There's not really that many of them. Up we go. Climb the ivy. We can't do anything with that claw shot target, as we'd have nowhere to go. There's quite a lot to this place, but we can't carry on in any way, so I guess I'll just meet you back in the lobby. Sounds like our friend from earlier. Yeah, we're dealing with a full-blown dragon up here. Dragons, contrary to the setting of Zelda, I've noticed that dragons are surprisingly sparingly used. You don't slay dragons in every Zelda game. You don't even see dragons in most of them. Gleeoks were around since Zelda 1, and they didn't make a reappearance until Phantom Hourglass when there was one of them. And then after that, they were in Tears of the Kingdom. And that's, you know, that is one specific race of dragons in Zelda, but that kind of illustrates my point is there really aren't that many dragons out there. Volvagia hadn't reappeared in a game since Ocarina of Time until Echoes of Wisdom, for instance. I think they wanted them to feel more impactful rather than something that you'd expect every single time, where it's a legitimate surprise and has shock factor when you see, oh God, we're up against a dragon this time. It's effective. I like that. I like that not every game touches on the same tropes when dragons are such a big medieval trope at that. We got another little key right here. I'm not coming up with any other time that we gotta use the spinner in this whole entire dungeon. I'm struggling to think of one for the rest of the whole entire game. No, I think there is like one more. I think there's one more. Still, it is an underutilized item. You could make a Zelda game where the entire game is just roller coaster tracks with spinner that you go on with a spinner, and I would be completely satisfied. Please make it a spin-off. Get it? A spin-off? Let's go inside. Was gears rotating slowly and it taking one gear several times to rotate to make the other one rotate reminds me of those Lego experiments where they interconnect all of those gears and they're like, yeah, it would take 17 quintillion times the lifespan of the universe for this gear to make a full rotation. If you know the videos I'm talking about, it's basically its entire genre on YouTube. Now, strong winds will blow your arrows off course. Thank God that didn't hit me in the face. But it's not strong enough to blow the claw shot off course. Hitting that switch, we open up our way forward. Oh, Helmasaur, Helmasaur. Let it be known, the Helmasaurs are ancestors of the highly— Oh, you were heavy. What a remarkable way to kill you. You were heavy enough to withstand the winds. I take off your armor and then you just get blown off the cliff and die. I'm not one to talk when it comes to funny ways to die. Go out of you. Please let me not take much more damage. We've taken so much already for just being at the beginning of the dungeon. It's not so bad, really. Fittingly, Uku has a home field advantage, being probably the most helpful in this dungeon of all, since she returns you to a shop right outside every time. And we get the dungeon map. Pressing up, we can view that. Let's take a look at what we're up against. Yeah, there's not really any screen real estate for them to fit more floors on it than what we've seen before, so it's gonna be an 8 floor. We've explored basically everything on these levels already. We have only one way to go forward on this floor. And yeah, this place gets pretty damn tall. They just love making these dungeons tower over everything else. It's really epic feeling. I might have said a couple videos ago that I wasn't the biggest fan of Temple Time. I don't know about that. I really don't. Like, it genuinely felt epic going up that tower and then having to climb down it with new abilities that let you go down it faster than you went up it. It made you feel like you were getting so much stronger by picking up the Dominion Rod. Granted, the Dominion Rod, I think, is probably, if it's not the spinner, that one is the epitome of items that they really don't utilize much after its dungeon. That whole story arc that we did before, the tile worm never got to live to feel the burn of my evil thrashing sword. Jump across. Oh, we got another one. Are you gonna live to feel the burn of my sword? No! He's still screaming on the way down. He's gonna be screaming for at least 4 minutes. Oh, what a painful way to go. Keys are of no concern at all. I don't know why these guys are even here. Just get out of here, man. I one-shot you no matter what attack I'm doing on you. And then we got a yellow rupee. And then we jump over. So I told you guys a story about how I hit a roadblock and I couldn't beat this game. This was it. Bye. I got to the city in the sky. I specifically landed in the pool outside and I saved and quit my game. And then without fail, every time I turned it on from there, I got a disk read error. My disk just would not read and I couldn't afford another one because I was a poor high school student. And I never saw the end of this game. I came this far and never saw the end of it. By the way, these guys don't notice you when you walk in the door. These are Dynafulls. Just snipe them before you walk in and away you go. It's awesome. Surprisingly, a lot of Dynafulls are like that. They're not exactly good in the eyesight department, so they don't see you coming in. But yeah, every time I'd pop the disc in, disk read error, I'd clean it, disk read error. I took it to a disk resurfacer, disk read error. I couldn't get around to this problem. Eventually, a friend of mine gave me his old disc. I really hope that he's watching this video though, because I miss him. He was one of my best friends in college, and I'd really like to see him again. His name was Brian, if you'd like to see this. But yeah, he gave me his disc, and I was grateful for that. And one day I popped it in, fully intending to beat the game, and I couldn't remember what was going on at the time, and I was really, really rusty on my playing, and I just never did it. It wasn't until the HD version that I saw this dungeon and beyond, if you can believe it. A lot of people consider this a super important Zelda game, and I definitely do too. I've said that I consider it a turning point for Nintendo's history. But that doesn't mean that I saw it all the way through. I really had an unlucky problem with it. There was that, there was the girlfriend I had in high school that, you know, kept me from enjoying this game and just shamed me for it and stuff like that. All because it was too mainstream or some crap like that. I really don't know what her rationale was. She disliked everything popular, man. Okay, let me, oh boy, 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 you and me against the world, boobs! God, I can't believe I actually said the word. That just sort of slipped out. Go. Up we go. That one's on the wall. That one's on the wall. What are you guys wearing, Vans? I'm sorry, that was lame even for me. Let's Lego. Bump our head on this chest. And get a purple rupee. Is that 1,000? Are we back up to 1,000? No, we're getting close. 973. I don't need you anymore here. Just live out the rest of your days with no food or water on this little tiny island. Thank you. And goodbye. I knew you'd understand. Who am I going to exploit next? Where were you? Wait, you're on the ceiling? How did they? Wait, I want a ceiling Uka. I want a ceiling Uka. Only a ceiling Uka will do. Thank you. Wait, come back. Wait. Get up here. Get your wrinkly forehead and let's go. Now that we fly across, there it is. Never really imagined that we'd get a dungeon that's around essentially flying around on cuckoos. They seem to like that mechanic a lot. Don't need the Helmosaur. So just go up, do a little upskirt shot. I'm no stranger to those. When it comes to Link, I mean. Vault up over that, and this bar. These bars here show you that that switch is there, and that you've probably missed something. It's rather evil. I gotta be real with you, I'm smashing the pots because if there is a fairy in this dungeon, I have not found it. It's not in my notes. I searched very thoroughly when doing my research for this. I couldn't find a fairy in this dungeon. If I was a game designer, I would put it in one of those pots that's on that central island that there's not an easy way to get to, meaning that you gotta use the Gale Boomerang. Am I right? Nope, blue and yellow rupee. That would have been so cash if I was right, man. Never saying that again. Never saying that again. Please don't unsubscribe. I swear I'm not that lame and out of touch. Only partially so. Get rid of you. Give me you. Give me all of you, thank you. Just trying to look for a safe way down. If you get blown out of this tower, you instantly, well, you don't die, but you get hurt respawn, whatever they call that. Drop down. I'm wanting to say that you don't want to do that. No, I've grabbed onto that one and it's a trap. It's one of those things where you grab onto it and there's nowhere to go, so you have no choice but to just jump down and die and then respawn back at the beginning of this long room. I command the winds, and when you command the winds, you rule the boobs! Oh God, what have I done with my life? Let's go on. At the end of all, the bottom of this place, you know what it's time for? Your biggest fan! Yeah, I deserve that. It was worth the half heart that it cost. I just found that so funny that I love getting hurt on that thing every time I do it. It's a rite of passage whenever I come into this room. Put on the iron boots and then you're heavy enough to weigh it down. Do these pots have anything? Well, I guess we won't know. Ah! My shins! The most fearsome regular enemy. I need to take these boots off. The most fearsome regular enemy, the Aerafos. It will always block your arrows. When it does, follow up with the claw shot. Get out of the way. Got him. Oh no, right in the shin as well. They take a lot of health. You're gonna be fighting these guys as regular enemies before long, so you better get used to fighting them now. A regular enemy so powerful that it's got its own phase too. Block, bring him down. Oh, he got me. He got me good. Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna switch off my bombs. I didn't know that you could do that until just before I sat down to record this. I think one of you told me. Oh, God. They just want to cut off my leg at the shin. Yeah, I played through the entire game multiple times not knowing that you could do that. Yeah, it sounds like me. Nope. I need to not be claw-shotting so late. That's what's costing me my legs. I hear you. I see you. Go! Gotcha. Back slice. Okay, he's going back into the air. There he is. Bring him down. Done. Shing. Now the question is, we're pretty far along in our journey now. We filled up our entire item menu. What did we do all that for? You got another claw shot! Combined with the one you already have, they're called the double claw shots. Hold them with Y, X, or R, use the left stick or the gamepad, and release the button to fire. Use it while hanging on another spot to fire again. You know what this means? We're gonna be Spider-Man! I took the time to crack open every pot in the area to see if it had anything, and nope, it did not. We rappel, making good use out of that chain lowering mechanic. Latch onto this, swivel around, claws at the ready, fire! Oh, that's just the tip of the iceberg. The kinds of stuff that you're gonna get to do with this thing, so freaking fun, and I gotta say, this item doesn't make the best first impression. That's cool, don't get me wrong, but the whole thing of having to like aim it every individual time and chain them together, it does feel a little clunky, and I was a little bit worried about this item the first time I got it that I wasn't really going to enjoy it much. But no, trust me on this, it gets a lot better. That is not at all a taste of what is to come. What is to come is the very same thing that I said I was not the biggest fan of, is having to chain all these things together over and over again, but at least we can get around this room a lot quicker than we could before. Just gotta do this. That'll lower that down, opening the door. Oh boy, I hear bad things approaching. I hear bad things approaching. Keith, get out of here, get out of here, get out of here! Oh! Oh, that was a real anal clencher, oh my gosh. Let me get out of here, let me get out of here. Okay, it gets better now. Lock onto this target. And sling away. Gotta be quick though, because these ones, they fall off if you take too long. Let go, land on the block, and get our next treasure chest. Oh, I feel so rewarded by the dungeon designer. We got a compass for doing that. Nice. And then, I'm just paranoid about every pot now. Hey, look at that. My counter went up because I got more arrows. Fudge, man. I can't believe that. I cannot believe that that really happened. How the heck did I not know? Okay. No. I want bomb arrows. I want bomb arrows. Good! Look at him just spinning all around as a disembodied head. I hear that you have consciousness like for a good minute or so after being beheaded and like the body gets up and moves around and stuff. That's what they were going through. Such a comforting thought. From here, we just want to sling back over to that ivy and that'll put us back on top of the bridge that we used to enter the West Tower. See what I mean? It's all interconnected and stuff. Back up on top of this bridge, we're just gonna get the hell out of Dodge. My, you have a very nice spinal column, sir. And we make it back to the main lobby. I was about to end the video. Before I do, I should check this. That's all looking good. Looks like the West Tower is cleaned out. No treasure chest that we missed. Good. Now I'll end the video. We've got our double claw shots. We slayed our first Aerafos. And we've taken quite a few lumps on the head. And legs. And everything else in between. Next time on Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, we carry on with our double claw shots into the East Tower and see what we can do there. See you guys then.